Hey guys, this is Dr. Lysandra here. I am the founder and CEO of Royal One Enterprise, which is a women's empowerment company designed to equip women with the confidence to embrace their royal woman within by discovering their purpose, embracing their identity, and engaging faith tenaciously. And I utilize various services to do that. I am a life coach, Bible teacher, author, speaker, and a consultant. And so today, I just wanted to stop in really quickly and have a discussion with you guys about negative narratives and how to silence them. So, how to silence your negative narrative. So, quick story, I love watching certain dating reality shows, just like um, Married at First Sight or Ready to Love. Put a ring on it, all these different shows. And so recently I just watched this season 3, episode 2 of Ready to Love. And basically that show is 10 single men, 10 single women from Houston. They are all coming together to try and create a relationship and see if they are ready for love. And so each week somebody gets eliminated until there's 3 couples left, and then they'll see if those relationships will work out. So episode 2 was really just the first episode that they meet each other and kind of mingle a little bit. And very interestingly enough, it was, everybody having their own conversations and stuff, but it wasn't a lot of major storylines yet that got started. But there was something that happened with a couple that I thought was really interesting. One of the young ladies' name was Alexis, and she goes by like Alexis Fly. And she used to be a pastor's wife, and she says like she's always confident and fly and dresses fine and do all these things, which is great. But she ended up meeting, I think his name was Jason, if I'm not mistaken, but he was her son's basketball coach, and he was there, and so they have a scene where they're sitting on a bench and they're talking, and she leads off with like, I always thought you was fine, and I've always seen you at the basketball practice, but I didn't know that you would like me. I didn't think you would see that, I didn't think you would like me. I didn't think that you would want to be with somebody like me, or that you would see me, as fly or not, and all these things. And his facial expression is just kind of like, okay, yeah, I understand. And she's really putting it on thick. But the one thing that stood out to me the most was that she led with a negative narrative. She could not wait to present herself to this man, but what she presented was the worst parts of her. I can't believe that you would like me. I don't know if you, saw me as being fly, and if you would even want somebody like me. So it's like when you want to introduce yourself to somebody, a lot of times we don't realize is the way that we see ourselves eternally will come out in the way that we speak. And so I think it's very important for us to begin to silence those negative narratives that we have playing internally. And some of those negative narratives will be like, you're not enough, you're not wanted. It'll utilize the experiences that you have that you may find shame in and use that to blame yourself that you're not enough for whatever reason. And so when you meet somebody, you're quick to put it out there like, oh, you may not want me, or you're quick to show that negative or lead with that negative instead of leading with the positive. And so what happens? How do I silence my narrative? I think that is important question to answer. So I'm going to give you a few tips on how to silence your narrative. One, I would challenge you to discover the beauty of yourself. So, what are some things that you love about yourself? Begin to compliment yourself. Discover your own beauty. Again, what is it that you love about yourself? Write yourself down a list. I love my smile. I love my confidence. I love, my beauty. I love, I'm educated. I have a go-getter attitude. What is it that you love about yourself? I'm friendly. I'm trustworthy, and allow those things to reign true. And then another thing I would say is to take the time to speak it over yourself. I love to look in the mirror. I write in my book, Rejected to Accepted, Learning to Love Myself After Adversity, how to have a mirror moment, and take that time and start rehearsing those truths in your mirror and say, you know what? I am loved. I am strong. I am, accepted. I am capable. I am beautiful. Whatever it is that you're struggling with, affirm yourself in that area. And for me, every mirror that I had an affirmation tag to it. So every time I saw that mirror, I had to speak that affirmation. Even now, I'm in my office and there is an affirmation on my wall, and it says, always remember that you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and twice as beautiful as you could ever imagine. And so I continue to rehearse that over myself every time I sit down at my desk to do an assignment, to work, to meet with clients, whatever I'm doing at my desk, I'm going to see that affirmation and then I'm going to speak it out loud. So I want you to, one, begin to be kind to yourself. I want you to affirm yourself. And then I want you to, last but not least, I want you to forgive yourself. Now, what does that have to do with silencing that narrative? A lot of times we have spaces in our lives where we don't forgive ourselves and we are holding ourselves accountable for things that we have done, and we're disappointed and we're let down because we didn't uphold the standards that we wanted, and we're beating ourselves about it, beating ourselves up about it. And so in order to really overcome that, you have to forgive yourself and say, you know what, I am sorry. I forgive you for not meeting the standard. I forgive you for not loving you the way that I should. And you know what? From this day forward, I'm going to make it my mission to love you even more. So how do I silence that narrative? One, I want you to begin to affirm yourself, love yourself, be kind to yourself. Um, rehearse those narratives over your life over and over and over. And then lastly, forgive yourself. Because when you forgive yourself and you let yourself off the hook, and then you start being kind to yourself and you start affirming yourself, then when you start having conversation, you won't lead with the negative. You will lead with the positive. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I am Dr. Lysandra Bynes, and I empower women the royal way. So if you would like to schedule a session with me, make sure that you log onto my website, www.royal1enterprise.com, and schedule that session with me. I would love to meet you, and make sure that you get my book, Accepted, get my book, Rejected to Accepted. It's available online on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, .com, and other places where it's sold. All right. Have a great day, guys.